Yes, I know the mic is bad, but bear with it. This is the second to last video that you will hear this mic, and then it's being replaced forever. The new mic has been shipped, and it's on its way. There will only be one other video with this mic, so don't worry. These are the UFC 325 predictions. We had a very good week last week. We're going to continue with this week. We're getting the right predictions. Before we start, we are almost at 3,000 subscribers, so please subscribe if you're watching this video and it's helping you. Let's get to 3,000 and like the video and comment. It helps so much. Just let's get started. So this card is kind of special because there are 4 Road to UFC bouts that are like not really UFC, but they're like outside of the UFC and they're coming in and they're fighting. So we're gonna do these Road to UFC fights at the end of the video because I guess most people aren't interested in them. So we're gonna do it at the end. And we're just going to do the UFC once, and then we're going to go to these. So first of all, we have Kaan Ofli versus Yi Zha. That's how I think you say his name. Now, Yi Zha has a lot of experience in MMA. He has 31 fights, in fact, and he's been in the UFC for like 3 years at this point. He's kind of a mixed career at the UFC. He lost a split decision to some no-name guy. He beat a couple of random guys, like on and off the UFC. Lost to Gabriel Santos and beat Weston Wilson with a knockout. I'm not really impressed by this guy. I mean, he has a ton of experience, but it's on like the Chinese regional scene and like Europe, Asia. He's fought a bunch of weird guys. He's a striker, like most guys from this region are. And he's fighting Kaan Ofli, who is also a striker, who I didn't believe in his last fight, but he actually pulled it off. And he got a standing rear naked choke. Because before that he fought Naimov, he didn't look that good, and against Santos he didn't look that good either. I know this guy trains in like I'm pretty sure he trains at a very good gym, and I think also he trains in he trains with Jack Jenkins and that gym. And I think this guy has trained a lot in Thailand as well, so his striking is very good. I thought he was kind of small for featherweight, and I still think he is. I think he should be a bantamweight because he is very short. It says 5'7", but I think he's like 5'5". Like he's very short. He looks very short, and he's not really big. But I mean, he did pull it off his last fight with a finish. I think he has better grappling than Yi Zha. Therefore, I think he will win this fight. I don't think it will be an interesting fight, but I think he's gonna win. Probably by grappling again, because that's his road to victory here. So we're gonna go with Kaan Ofli to win by submission in like the first or second round. Next fight we have Jonathan Micallef versus Oban Elliott. Now Jonathan Micallef, again an Australian fighter. I really like Australian fighters, and this guy beat Kevin Jousset, who is very good. Like don't get it twisted, Kevin Jousset is very good. I know he's 10-5. I know he's lost 3 in a row, but look, he lost to Patrick Habibora, who, if you don't know, you should know. He is very good. He's very, very good. He's probably going to be in the UFC soon. He lost against Jonathan Micallef and Brian Battle, but this is not the guy we're going to talk about. So Jonathan Micallef also beat Mohamed Adu, who was, I think it was a Jiu-Jitsu guy on the Contender Series. Is it him? No, it's not. Never mind. And I mean, he had like an all-right regional career as well. Fighting Oban Elliott, who, I mean, he did kind of get set back in his last fight against Seok Hyun Ko. Before that, he beat Basil Hafez, who is an impressive win. He beat Val Woodburn, who is not an impressive win. This guy is like a decision guy. He doesn't really get finishes. And I'm not really impressed by Oban Elliott. I know he has some fans, but I think that Jonathan Micallef is the better fighter, and I think he's going to win this one. He's younger as well. He's bigger. I just don't think Oban Elliott is that good, really. So Jonathan Micallef to win this one, probably by like decision, I would say. Next fight, Jacob Malkoun versus Torrez Finney, which is a very memeable fight. Jacob Malkoun, I believe he won the only fight in UFC history by hip KO. He KO'd Andrei Petrovsky with his hip, which I've never seen before. Before that, it says he lost against Cody Brundage, but he was beating the fuck out of Cody Brundage, and then he got disqualified. but he was winning that fight. Don't get it twisted. Like he was beating the fuck out of Cody Brundage. So he's on a 3-fight win streak in my eyes. He beat Nick Maximov, which is a good wrestler or grappler. He lost to Brendan Allen, which is not really a shame because Brendan Allen is very good. Beat Abdul Razak Hassan. He got knocked out against Phil Hawes when Phil Hawes was Phil Hawes. Other than that, he's had a very good career. He beat Cam Rowston early on in his career. If you don't know, Cam Rowston is a very good fighter. I think he's fighting on this card as well, which is a very impressive win. It has aged very well. I think Jacob Malkoun is an alright fighter. He's fighting Torrez Finney, who, man, 5'8" at middleweight is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. He beat Robert Valentin by split decision. He got a ground and pound finish against this random guy, and I know he beat Cam Rowston as well. He has some weirdly good wins, but man, his fighting style is so boring. I think he's the most boring fighter in UFC history because he had to fight in the Contender Series 3 times to get a contract, which is like never happened before. The third time they were like, yeah, like at this point we just have to give him a contract. Like he's been there 3 times. He's a memeable guy, but he's not good. Honestly, he's not. I know he's 11-0, but he's not good. I don't like him. I'm gonna go with Jacob Malkoun to win this one by finish, probably like by knockout. I would say. Next fight, Cam Rowston versus Cody Brundage. I think Cam Rowston is very good. He has a good like he has a very good 1-2. Like it's very straightforward. I know he trains in Bang Tao. He was actually there when I trained in Bang Tao. I was in Thailand this summer, and he was there training. So we have kind of a connection. I basically know him. He beat Andre Petrovsky, Brandon Holmes, a bunch of other guys. He's on like a 5-fight win streak. He's improved a lot since his loss to Torrez Finney. I think he's very underrated. He's long and rangy. Fighting against Cody Brundage, who gets finished a lot or loses his fights a lot. He even lost to Cedric Dumas, which is insane at this point. He has a very weird career, like no contest, win, draw, lose. I've never seen that before. I think Cam Rowston is going to absolutely brutalize this guy. I can see like Cam Rowston hitting a jab and then a straight right, 1-2, knockout. That's what I see from Cam Rowston in this fight. Obviously having to win. Billy Elkanan versus Junior Tafa. Now Junior Tafa is absolutely horrible. He's like I think he's actually the worst fighter in the UFC. He's so bad. He never improves. Him and his brother. I can't really tell the difference between them. Billy Elkanan is so shit as well. He has some excellent moments, and then he has some moments where he looks shit. Like against Ibo Aslan. I think that was the worst fight I've ever seen in my life. Against Bogdan Guskov, I know it was short notice. He was dominating the first round until he gassed out. He could have actually won against Bogdan Guskov. So he is actually very talented, even though I just called him trash. But yeah, I think he's going to win this fight. Billy Elkanan is a better fighter than the Junior Tafa. And at any point in this fight, he can just take him down and submit him very easily. And that's probably what's going to happen. Billy Elkanan by rear naked choke or something, or like a submission. I've definitely seen that happening. Quillan Salkilld fighting Jamie Mullarkey. I know Jamie Mullarkey is not a minority, but I still think that Quillan Salkilld is going to finish him. Quillan Salkilld, I'm on his hype train. He's very good. Anshul Jubilee is like, yeah, I know we meme him a lot, but he is the best Indian fighter in the UFC, and he did knock him out. Yanal Shmuz, I know we meme him a lot, but he is the best Israeli fighter in the UFC. And Nasrat Hakbarast, I know we meme him a lot, but he is the best Afghani. Actually, he's not. Javid and Farid Basharat are better. But he did finish all of them pretty easily. He's never really had any problem in his career except for his first fight. Yeah, he's very good. I like Quillan Salkilld. I think he's going to beat Jamie Mullarkey in this one. I don't know if he'll get a finish because Jamie Mullarkey is pretty tough, but I'm going with Quillan Salkilld. I'll say by decision. Tai Tuivasa, Tallison Teixeira. Now, I like Tai Tuivasa, but he's on like a 5-fight losing streak or 4-fight losing streak. He weighs like 308 pounds. And Tallison Teixeira, I know he looked shit in his last fight, but he's gonna knock out Tai Tuivasa. Probably like, not maybe like knock out unconscious, but like finish him. Definitely finish him because Tai Tuivasa is not a professional athlete, let's be honest. So I'm going with Tallison Teixeira in this one, or however you say his name, to win by finish, like pretty early. Fiziev versus Mauricio Ruffy. Now this is an excellent fight. I think skill for skill, I think Fiziev is better, and he fought so many strikers in his career. Like even before the UFC, his whole career is just fighting strikers. He is a better striker, but he's so much smaller than Ruffy. It says 5'8" here, but he's. I think he should be a featherweight. I remember even Fiziev saying he will go down to featherweight, and I think at featherweight he would do a lot better because 13-4. Like he could easily have been like 17-0 or something in featherweight. Um, Ruffy is so much bigger than him, man. Like it's gonna be a striking fight. I just think that Fiziev is gonna have the power advantage and the rage advantage. Although I think that Fiziev is the better striker. It will be so interesting to see what happens. Um, man, this is a really hard fight. I think Fiziev is more skilled, and since it's gonna be a striking fight and not grappling, I think Fiziev. I think I'm gonna go with Fiziev. This record is it's so unfair. It's such an unfair record. Like 1-4 in his last four. It's such an unfair record, man. Because against Justin Gaethje the first time, he could have won that fight. Then he got a leg injury against Mateusz Gamrot, and against Justin Gaethje the second time, it was short notice, and he did pretty well. Man, it's such an unfair record that he has. I think he should be. I mean, I don't think he should have another record, but he's so much better than his record presumes. Fiziev is like an extremely good striker, and I think he's a better striker than Ruffy. Man, it's such a hard fight because he's so much bigger. Uh, I'm gonna trust Fiziev to win this one. I think he's the underdog. I'm gonna go with Fiziev to win by decision. This fight is not. Yeah, it's gonna go to decision. Fiziev to win, like 29-28 is what I think will happen. Maybe even a split decision. Hooker versus the BSD. I think Benoit Saint Denis will take him down. And he did take down like even Dustin Poirier. I know he lost that fight, but the first round he looked very good. He flatlined Benil Dariush. He choked out Ruffy. Um, yeah, I think he's gonna take down Dan Hooker and just submit him or like do whatever he wants on the ground because Dan Hooker has no ground game. So we're gonna go with BSD to win by submission in this one. Volk versus Diego Lopes. Volk won the first fight like pretty convincingly. No controversy there. I know he's 37, but it's Volkanovski, man. Like, I think I know we got knocked down against Diego Lopes the first time, but he was winning like the whole fight, and I don't think that like it's not even that long ago. It's like how long is this? It's like 8 or 9 months ago. Man, I'm gonna trust Volk to win this one again. Um, After like the first or second round, there's no discussion even what's gonna happen, and I don't think he's gonna knock out Diego Volkanovski, to be honest, especially not in Australia. So we're gonna go with Volkanovski to win again by decision, I would say, maybe with a finish late on, but most likely a decision. So those are the predictions. Now for the my food is in the oven, so I have to be fast with these ones. For the road to UFC bouts, we're gonna do these last. Namstrai Batbiar. He's fights out of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. He finishes a lot of his fights by submission. He's fighting Aaron Tau, who is a striker. He's gonna take down this guy who has like ugly face tattoos, and he's gonna submit him. So we're gonna go with the Mongolian Namstrai Batbayar to win this one by submission. Next we have the Chinese Sulang Guabu versus Lawrence Louis. That's my alarm for my food. He has drip, not gonna lie, but he's 20 years old. I think he's too young, too fresh against the much older Lawrence Louis, who is, 9 years elder and he has more experience in this sport. So I think that Lawrence Louis is gonna use that to his advantage and win this fight. Next, we have Sebastian Szalai versus Keiichiro Nakamura. Now, Sebastian Szalai is a 31-year-old, 5'6" guy out of Australia who's on a long win streak. I mean, he's won a bunch of decisions on the regional scene, nothing too impressive, He's fighting the Japanese 27-year-old who um, who is a lot more aggressive in his fights and he gets a lot more finishes. So we're gonna go with that to win this fight for him. Keiichi Nakamura to beat Sebastian Cizale in this one. And for the last road to UFC fight, we have, of course, the legendary Dom Marfan versus the legendary Sang Uk Kim. Now, this is a fight for the ages. The bald guy versus the almost bald guy. 32-year-old versus 25-year-old. Do you believe that this guy is 25? I don't, but it is what it is. He trains at a Team Compton Training Center in Australia. He's won his last two by decision. Before that, he has two losses to the legendary Quillan Salkilld, which is no real shame, but I mean, he lost to him twice, the same exact way, 2 years apart. His ground game is pretty shit. And he's fighting, of course, the legendary Sang Uk Kim, who fights out of Hwa, Seoul in South Korea. This guy can choke out anyone on the road to UFC scene, and I think he's gonna choke out Dom Marfan. So we're gonna go with Sang Uk Kim, aka the Frogman, to get another submission in his career. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you again next week because I'm going on vacation. See you.